What's up, friends? Welcome back. I'm Arne Huschenbeth, and we are playing today Boros Goblins. This was a deck brought to the Pro Tour Ether Drift. And yeah, it is a thing apparently. Boros Goblins. We're kind of in this weird phase right now. Like I've played all the tier 1 decks, and so Taki Dragonstorm is coming out. How to fill up the content a little bit, and I don't know, just a tribal deck like Goblins, such a legacy tribal of Magic that has been around for so long. To use this in between time to play with this deck a little bit, see if it has any legs, and even if it doesn't, you get to play with some goblins, some goblin lords. So you win out no matter what, really. Yeah, 11 one-drop creatures here. The Bastronaut and the Grease Wrench, new additions from Ether Drift. Torture Tower and Burst Lightning, a split of cheap removal. A couple Get Lost here for temporary lockdown, which is pretty good against this deck. And just generally killing a big thing out of the way. And then we have, of course, 4 copies of Horde Master. I mean, this card is one of the, best goblin payoffs in Standard. With the Seer Slicer, makes more goblins. Pretty good a card. Dragonautics, another card from Ether Drift, which just a standalone, very strong card, I'd say. And a goblin on top of that. Doesn't really synergize that well with all the goblin shenanigans. But, I mean, giving haste to your team, striking for a bunch in one turn is nice, and then dragon on top of it, you'll take it. We have 1 copy of Goblin Surprise. Make 2 1/1s or give the team 2/0. Not the most powerful card, but circumstantially, the 2/0 could strike for lethal. The Flash Goblins could be useful. Like having both on 1 card, giving that flexibility is nice. And I do like only seeing 1 copy of this card because, again, it is very low power. So just having it as a one-off seems to be, yeah, where you would want to be. Maybe 2 of is fine too. 1 off, maybe 0, but one seems reasonable. Another card from Ether Drift. So lots of cards from Ether Drift enabling this new Goblin archetype. Yeah, this one's clearly good. Puts out a bunch of goblins and then makes a lot of mana for each goblin you control. With that mana, you can make dragons. You can pump up your Bastronaut. Bastronaut also enabling the speed earlier. So this whole squad could be enabled on turn 4 already, at least after damage. So turn 5 before damage, which is going to be more effective, of course. But you can maybe use it then to still get a dragon or whatever and attack next turn and whatnot. And we have 1 copy of Squee. This one's been around for a while, still around. It's pretty similar to Whole Squad Heavy, very like all these like Rubber Master type cards, Legion Warboss. And then Lifecraft Engine as well, which is a lord for all goblins that can't be raft that easily. Crew free is pretty hefty. But yeah, I mean, it's just an anthem in this deck. There's a lot of 1/1 tokens running around. They get buffed by this, so it makes sense. And then 2 copies of Volley Veteran, just another removal option. Essentially 8 removal spells in total this way, which seems like a pretty reasonable number in a tribal deck. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to the face. Then the card would be seriously good, and you would probably play 4 of it. Mana base, we're splashing white, and we have 2 Soulstone Sanctuaries. And the sideboard, we're splashing for a lot of white cards. Requisition Rate, a pump spell, and Disenchant effect. Makes some sense in a token strategy like this one. Surge of Salvation, very good against Pyroclasm, which we also found for the Jessica Convoke deck, of course. A couple Tectonic Hazards, so they're prepared for the mirror match or Jessica Convoke. 2 more Torches and a Braid, Destroy Evils for lockdowns and Zoar stuff. Rest in Peace, of course. A copy of Dewdrop Cure, which is, returns 2 creature cards from your graveyard and even free if you pay the gift. So can really rebuild your board state very quickly. 1 Tokaz is welcome, makes a lot of sense too. Grindy options, very good against black decks. If you drop this against blue-black, you continuously draw cards. And then 2 copies of Chandra, which we also saw in the sideboard of like Jessica Oculus. We tinkered around with it a little bit in our Gruul sideboard as well for the Pro Tour. And yeah, it's just a powerful alternative way of winning the game. Gets better, of course, when your opponent brings in all these sweepers, these cut downs, these cheap removals, and you drop the Chandra, start making vehicles, and they look at their hand of go for the throat cut down and anoint with affliction and choking miasma or whatnot, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna lose to this thing. So yeah, that is Boros Goblins. You know, we'll see if this is gonna be any near close to competitive. I don't have high hopes or anything. But I'm curious. I'm open-minded. I'm curious. Let's see what this will bring. And if it doesn't bring up many wins, I hope we get, to have some fun with some goblins. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah, this seems fine. We have a curve. We have a curve. Just need that third land. Go Bastronaut turn 1 or Grease Wrench. One is more damage, the other is speed. Considering I have the whole squad, an island over there. Considering I have the whole squad, I kind of want to get the engine stuff going. Oh, blue-white. Blue-white, probably not the best matchup. Lockdown is a bit of a problem. We have some answers, and I guess this hand is not totally soft to lockdown, but of course Day of Judgment. All right, that's how it goes. Oh, no lands. All right. That is unfortunate. So this is how it feels, yeah? This is how it feels to be on the other side. You're just like, when that happens, you're like, okay, they're gonna find the second white source and they're gonna find either Beza or Day of Judgment, or they already have it and they look, like, that's what's going through your mind, right? I think I'm gonna go with the whole squad. At least the Day of Judgment is gonna bring me some cards. I could have gone with the Lifecraft, which is, I guess Lifecraft is actually pretty good against Beza too. Maybe I should have thought about that. Now I'm getting some cards at least. Hopefully. There's a goblin. And there's another goblin. Alright, there you go. So it wasn't a total blowout. I guess I'm just gonna give this haste. Yeah. Just get damage in while you wait. Oh no. Arne. Oops. Why did I... It doesn't give itself haste, right? I guess that would be too powerful. Sorry guys, for some reason I thought that would happen. Well, I'm happy I didn't commit another goblin though, because this lockdown would have punished me. Alright. I think I'm just gonna deploy all I can. I just have to be aggressive. If they have a Beza, so be it. It's like blue-white control has so many tools to punish a deck like this that I'm just gonna play somewhat blindly. I hope they have like 2 Jays, a land, and a counterspell in hand. Let us stock up, alright. The next turn we can deploy the engine and attack for a bunch. And then if they just have a Day of Judgment, I at least get the triggers again from the Horde Master. I'm probably gonna lose my Horde Master here to like a Right's End or a Get Lost. Wouldn't be surprised if they have a lockdown. I'm super dead. Can't beat that. Blast Zone also problematic for these guys. I'm sorry about that. That came all of a sudden. Yeah. I could just attack with the goblins, theoretically. I think I just have to push damage. I shouldn't play around stuff. Yeah, and this way I still get to draw a card if this is a goblin on top. No goblin. Okay. Let's crack a map. I'm keeping this land in hand, by the way, for the Grease Wrench. Opponent's at 9. This is a 2-2. They sweep. And then I can play Firebrand and Crew if I played my land and attack them down to 3 life. If they go Beza, the Volley Veteran could theoretically kill the Beza with this Firebrand. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Because I can Crew the Lifecraft with the Veteran trigger on the stack. And then I have 4 or 5 goblins, because the Lifecraft is a goblin itself. The third stock up. Last zone. Ouch. Okay, fair enough. So now I can put my opponent to 3. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is all I got. I'm empty-handed now. Trying my best here. The 4th. So if they're Wrath, I mean, if they have Beza, Beza is sort of the card I'm probably not going to be able to beat at this point. A Wrath I could beat if I find something to Crew this with. But Beza is going to be tricky. Oh. That is not enough. Because I can shoot one of them. Wow, I'm stealing. Oops, sorry. Stealing a game here against a pretty bad matchup. I got really lucky. No Beza in the lock. Like, what? They looked at so many cards. 20 cards alone with the stock ups. So 20 cards plus like, what turn is this? Turn 8? 7 draw steps plus your opening hand. So like 34 cards. No Beza. My opponent got a little unlucky there, I'd say. Okay, let's take out the removal. Let's add the Chandra. Destroy Evil comes in. Anything that's bad, really bad? Volley Veteran, I guess. Search of Salvation. Counters some of their stuff. Get Lost. Right Hand. Tukasia's Welcome's probably decent, yeah. This card is probably decent too. I'm not sure about the surprise. I mean, I can surprise them end of turn, literally. Other options. Oh, I guess requisition rate. More answers to lockdown. Not crazy. Maybe I cut the surprise for a requisition rate. Burst Lightning's okay. Has a damage spell to the face, but I don't think that's what this is really about. Dissection tools. This does destroy dissection tools, so that's another very good reason to add this card to the deck. Yep. This hand is okay. These 2 cards are not very good early game. I'm gonna try it, but I'm not sure if I should keep this hand. Maybe I should try to roll higher. Well, that makes me happy about keeping this hand. Drawing the 2-drop right away. Another one. Get lost. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. It's like Beza is just so good. It's anything this deck is trying to do. Beza is just a ridiculous card against these creature decks. Absolutely bonkers. Gain 4, make 2 1/1s. And then on top of that, it sometimes can draw you a card as well. I mean, in this situation it won't, but still. Yeah, I mean... I guess I could play Dragonautics and crack a map instead of this guy. That's worse into Lockdown though. If they go Beza and I find the 4th land, I can then make a dragon at least, and then they have to like sweep the board. I don't know, I'm just gonna go with this guy. This is obviously the more optimal play. Like if I wouldn't play around anything, I would always play the heavy there. And the not playing around stuff kind of worked out well in the first game. You know, just sometimes you just gotta hope they don't have it. Okay. There's not much I can do here. Can maybe set up a big turn with the heavy. If I can get to max speed, which this thing does. Awkward. Awkward. What do I want with that? Do I want that? Then I kill the Beza, they do some jump blocking, raft the board. What is my plan this game? Go wide? Go grindy? Do have to get rid of the Beza at some point, don't I? I really dislike my position. I don't really have good moves. Do I even play anything? What if they have lockdown? Guess I get to keep the heavy. I guess I have answers for lockdown, don't I? Yeah, they still have Day of Judgment, but I guess I can do drop Cure against Day of Judgment. Doesn't even add much to the board, honestly. I don't know. But I'm just gonna play like one thing. Maybe I should have played the Astronaut. I don't know. Beza is just making my brain melt. One card. Feel like the trades with 3 of my cards, or just makes my whole plan go array. I was kind of hoping there wouldn't be more stock ups. Like the way I was envisioning to win this game is that they maybe flood out a little bit and they just have some white cards in their hand and I can like grind. So I have some grind tools like the Cure. I can do some shenanigans in that regard, but another stock up probably is gonna make that difficult to accomplish. Alright. Let's hope this works. If it doesn't, it's bad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot their face with this one. Just to enable max speed maybe for next turn and to do something funky. Really working here, guys. I'm really trying to make it work. My opponent's played this one card and I can't beat it. I could have obviously passed the turn with the Destroy Evil up. I was kind of reading that they're probably going to have a counterspell there, but it's open information, and so, you know, it's not that bad for blue-white to keep open another 2 mana for the next turn. I would have maybe wasted their mana there if I would have passed, but then also you have to consider, how do I win this match? How do I win this game? I have to get a little lucky. I have to have them not have the counterspell there so I can chip in some damage, you know? That's why I cast the Destroy Evil in my turn, even though... Okay, well I can destroy that. Interesting. How do I get to max speed pre-combat? I can get this back again. And then I can make a bunch of mana. Okay. So, let's see. I can cure these two, shoot my opponent, and I have 5 goblins in play. This is a sorcery. Then I can blow up the section tools and give everything a counter. And then I can make mana. And this cost me 3 mana essentially. So I don't have enough to make a dragon and give it haste. I think. We'll see. Alright, I'm just gonna do it now, whatever. Yeah, I have to do this. Shoot my opponent, make 5. This is a sorcery, so I have to make the mana right now. I guess what I could do is I could just blow up just this. Then make a dragon, give it haste. Theoretically. Is that more damage than pumping everybody? It's probably better for me. To pump everybody. And now I'm really all in. Yeah. Like if they have a sweeper, I'm just pretty badly in trouble. It's just a tough situation. I did some powerful things here, but like one day of judgment and everything is gone. And they're still at 18. Yeah. This is... I don't know. This is probably like a 20-80 matchup in favor of blue-white. I would confidently go that far. You can maybe sneak one out like I did in game 1 when they don't have Beza in the top 35. Or maybe post board with like a Chandra. Maybe. Yeah. Alright, I got 7 damage in there. Let's go. Okay, so they sweep now. Down to 1 Dragonotics. Which can make a dragon. Anyways, I mean, we'll see. Okay. Well, that is exactly what I needed. Nothing that sweeps. Okay. I haven't used the haste part on this one for what it's worth. So no sweeper over there, yeah? So I kill off one of these flyers. An all-out attack will result in this getting eaten and my opponent blocking here, taking 3. Jumping probably my dragon, going to 8. The next turn I can give... I don't know. I think an all-out attack is maybe a little too greedy. Maybe it's fine. I guess if I do that, I could have pumped this guy too and give it haste. That was maybe loose. But then they're just gonna eat this with the Beza. Jump here, take 4. Yeah, I think I just attack with the dragon. Because I really want this, so it can make a haste dragon next turn. You know what that means. Damn it. Is my opponent just patient? Very patient. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. It's a spooky artwork of that card. Alright, I'm trying. Sure. Rerun. Let's go. Play first. Mulligan. Mulligan again. Sad. Sad. Just hope to draw a white land. This is the only way I can win this game. White land into goblins. That was a good card to draw. Oh, if I draw a white land, that's gonna be so sick if my Seer Slicer survives. Get to immediately draw a card. It's just gonna die to a Get Lost. Get Lost would give me some... Devout Decree. No! I needed some maps. Ooh, okay. Well, if I keep drawing... If they don't have a Get Lost and I just draw creatures now, I might be able to win this game. Huh? This is an important turn. Now I have to get something good. Okay. That works. Anything works. Keep that starts the train. Alright, cool. Again, the haste doesn't really do anything there, so I'll just get in there. Now I already have pretty decent pressure and the two Kazias. This could be an interesting game. If they play Beza. I'm just gonna scoop up again. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay. Beza here, huh? Destroy evil. These fish are kind of annoying for the Bastronaut too. Kind of just... If I kill the Beza here, what would I do? Like, attack everybody, a double block with the fish, and then take 3? Maybe that's fine, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll do that. Can also double block my Dragonautics. Beza just 2 for 1ing me and gaining 4. Alright. If I draw a land, I can make a dragon. We'll see what they do. If they have another Beza, it would be very annoying. No! Okay, at least it's not a normalize, I guess. $20.80 matchup. Mulligan to 5. Can I do it? Can I defeat the odds? Come on, give me a 1-drop here. 1-drop, draw a card, kill the thing. That's all I'm asking for. Nope. Nope. No 1-drop for you. Keep sitting Day of Judgment with the dissection tools. And Squeak can come back next. No, exile 4 other cards. I need 1 more in the grave. Unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any choices. Tidebinder? Would be moderately annoying. They can sack the Anchorage to equip. They can sack the Anchorage to equip now. Have a 5/4, which I can kill. Yeah, we'll see. My hope of drawing a bunch of goblins. This has not really come to fruition. Yeah. Demolition field. Okay. Let's cast that. All right. There isn't really a point in attacking with the goblin. This only draws once per turn. So, and they're just gonna eat it. And then if they kill my guy, I don't get a 1/1. My position isn't even that bad, actually. I mean, if my opponent's flooding... I'll take that back. I mean, the top 5 could just be... lands. Get Lost would be what I don't want to see here. A way to remove the welcome. That would not be welcomed. Seacrum Coast. Okay, really flooding over there. All right. Choosing to play carefully with the section tools. Now I would want to do that. Now there's so many cards in hand again. I'm gonna play around Right's End. This game is less about damage, more about resources, and if they Right's in my Seer Slicer, it would be tragic. You know, I was talking about like how you have to not play around things when you're in a 20-80 matchup. like this one is. But then there's also just situations where it's fine too. You know, like it's always contextual. Yeah. You should have maybe played that pre-combat, so you gained a life up to 17. That was a slight missequence. But yeah, the section tools now is a bit of an issue again. I'm just gonna kill this off. And I could kill the Beza actor and get Squee going. And swing for a bunch. They also have the Anchorage though, so they can eat my Squee or my Goblin. I'm still gonna deal them, what, 5? They go to 8. Let's see. Could also be chillin'. And just activate Sanctuary end of turn. Go for Squee next turn. And I have Demolition Field. So my first Sanctuary is gonna die anyhow. I'm just gonna go for it. Am I? If I use this, I won't draw a card immediately next turn. I'm playing a little bit more cautiously, I don't know. Like running into the Anchorage doesn't seem that great, and they have the life gain option. And I'm also at 11. They have the map token, so this Tidebinder is gonna grow. A lot of variables that make racing. Like playing the Squee and just racing in there would be could be punished by various things. That one too. Yeah, I mean, now they're just gonna equip Tidebinder with the section tools. Like this is Beza and the section tools is very mean. Yeah. Alright, well now life total really becomes irrelevant. I can't win on that axis, so I have to win on grinding somehow. Which maybe is possible. I mean, I'm drawing 2 cards per turn. I wonder if I should even activate the Sanctuary, probably. I don't know. I shouldn't take creatures. So I have the Cure as my only graveyard relevant card. Okay. I can play that and draw a card. Sure. No. Not a counter. Well, they had to have something. They also didn't pop the maps. That's why they didn't pop the maps. They wanted exactly 5 open for 3 steps ahead. Yeah. What a long match this has been. We're both on like 14 and 13 minutes. Interesting dance here that I'm trying to make of like how can I wiggle myself out of this against triple Beza dissection tools. The absolute hate deck. Who built this deck? Who came up with this deck? Seriously, it must have been a absolutely darkness loving person who came up with this deck. This piece of destruction. This machine of evilness. I'm just gonna have... I just wanna have some fun with my goblins, hello? Can I have some fun with my goblins? Do you have to destroy all that fun with all your destruction effects? What is this? Day of Judgment? Overlord. Keeping up mana, like you can hardcast it at this point already. Wants to keep up the mana for some reason. Or maybe he has a sweeper in hand, setting up for that. There's the Get Lost for my welcome. Yeah, I think we're entering the soon to lose phase of the game. I don't even know what I can draw. I can draw the Dragonautics I could have drawn maybe. I'm fine with Squee dying. No. If it would have died combat-wise, I could have gotten it back next turn, probably. I'm gonna Demolition Field my Soulstone here. Okay. Yep. At least that removes the Get Lost. Might have been another oversight. Could have just taken 6 damage. Life total is not really in danger. Yeah. Cost me 3, so I would have to play another land, so I could only draw 1. Sure. How do I... The flyers are gonna be a little bit of an issue. Sure. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm getting out of this. There's also Anchorage, Day of Judgment. My opponent would have hardcast the Overload. I think that would have also caused a lot of trouble for me, because that amount of pressure attacking me at this point. 6/6 makes 2 more 2/1s. I was out of removal. Not attacking. That's a little too conservative. I have the card draw engine in play, so you do want to finish the game. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Maybe even the Anchorage attack. I would have liked attack everybody. It's like it's difficult to imagine that if you're 27 life, you can die somehow from this position. I mean, I guess I could have a Lord, and then maybe something that gives haste to some... I mean, I have 1 card in hand, I don't know. It's also fine to play it like this. I mean, this way you still have lethal in the air. Okay. Okay. Trying my best. I'm not gonna die because I've Get Lost. Every goblin gains haste, right? I did forget about that little line of text. There's so much text on this card. Yeah, every goblin gains haste is a pretty good line of text. If I kill this one, I go to 2. have a... I could draw like Firebrand, draw a card into Dragonautics, make a 4/4 dragon, so I can block 2 more flyers, essentially. Kill the other flyer. Block 1. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. I was thinking maybe I should kill the Anchorage, because if they want to cast a sweeper here, they still have a lethal flyer, which would be a little annoying. So like that's why I was thinking maybe I should kill the Anchorage. Yeah, I need Dragonautics, and I need a way to kill the other one as well, so yeah. Blast Zone, okay. Maybe I can also draw a double Lord. Like draw a Lord, draw another Lord. 3+3 to the team, 2+2 to the team, that would be 12, 16, 20, 25, 29. And they have haste, so... And then I get another goblin there too, so it's like 20... 36? That one's at 27. I guess I have outs. Okay. Well, let's go to combat. Draw a card. That has to be... I don't... Nah, I think I'm just dead at this point. Okay. GG! That was a long, grindy one, huh? The goblins. Alright, GG. Alright, play first. No 1-drop, but looks decent enough. I'll take it. I just saw on the spoilers that there's a new 1-mana goblin coming in Khans. Not Khans, Tarkir, sorry. Tarkir Dragonstorm. That looks really playable, actually. So that might be interesting. For the Goblins archetype. Okay. The Seer Slicer seems really strong. Alone this, I mean, yeah, just generating board material. With the heavy, even if they have a blocker, you do get the 1/1. Game 1 I might be able to go really wide here. We'll see. Okay. They lose a life. I get max speed. Funny. Not max speed, but I get 1 more point there. Okay. Well, they used 2 removals. Maybe they're out of it, and then I can make a dragon. We'll see. Alright, nice, nice. Free dragon. No haste though. I gotta make the dragon here, right? There's no way I'm not doing that. I just don't want to, I don't know. Like, what could I do? I could get lost the Sentinel. That doesn't seem that great. I don't really have good attacks. I need to make the dragon and then start bashing with that. That's fine. Ooh, Annex. Okay, well, if they keep that, which they don't, okay. I would have definitely needed to save the Get Lost for the 6/6. I see. Okay. That's why they didn't keep that. Alright. I guess I don't really have any moves. Just attack for 4. That's it. I guess. No. I was thinking I could give the Bastion haste, but that would not do much. They can double block. It doesn't have double strike either, so like. Okay, 3 blockers. This guy has menace. I can kill off this elf. They double block my menace guy. I can actually force with the firebrand. I could theoretically get max speed before damage. Opponents at a virtual 6. They block. They double block the Bastion. If I do that, they double block the Bastronaut and single block the Dragonautics. They take 4, 8, go to 2. Other lines I have, just kill the elf with the firebrand, attack all. They single block these 2. They take 6, 10. Taking 10 sounds pretty appealing. I lose both my rares here. They take 10. Alright, I'll do that. The Sanctuary puts him up to 3 again. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna do that. If I shoot one phase, it blocks Seer Slicer with Lano Elf, and then they double block here. Then I can kill both of their guys. And then they still take a lot. Maybe that would have been better because that kills their creatures. Yeah, I think I punted actually, didn't I? It was better to shoot face with the firebrand. Because then they're forced to double block this because this is 8 minutes damage. Yeah, I could have killed both of the creatures here. And my board would look very similar. I would have the Dragonautics instead of the Bastronaut. But otherwise, my board would be the same. And they would be at 2 life instead of 1, which is not the biggest difference, and they wouldn't have a board state. So, alright. Well, my play was good enough, but I think I could have done a better job there. Okay. Big demons. I need to kill them with Destroy Evil. I'm worried about sweepers. The sharks are not that good. I mean, Torch kills off Elf and Mosswood, I guess, which is fine. Volley Veteran. Volley Veteran's got to be kind of okay in this matchup. In a board state like this, it just comes down, kills like a Sentinel. Maybe kills a demon if I have a big board. Okay, so what's extra? Like, Firebrand is kind of nice also because it kills the elf. What's extra bad into sweepers? The Goblin Surprise. Maybe a Grease Wrench. Now I have 4 slots to give. Tukasia, Dewdrop, Chandra. Having a little bit more removal would be nice, but I like the 2-mana deal 4 type of stuff against Golgari the most. I don't love a Braid. Really. We don't have any more, so. I don't think Search is going to be good enough. I think it's just going to bring in these two. I'm a little worried that Chandra might be too slow because of their creatures. And also they have Annex. But she's powerful. I'm going to try her. I don't know. What else could I have played? Like a Burst Lightning? Watch the Tower. On the draw, I guess those cards would have been fine against Lano Elf. Okay, that's a decent hand. So I gotta be aware of Gix's Command, Harvester of Misery, Choking Miasma maybe, although they play an elf list. I think the elf lists usually play no Choking Miasma. They play the 5-drop sweepers. Okay. Oh, there's like this instant, they also spoiled, it's red-white, makes 2 goblins, or a creature gets X plus X, where X is the amount of creatures you have. That's also a powerful goblins card. So they didn't play the Mosswood, so obviously has a removal. So I guess I don't want to play the Seer Slicer here because it's just gonna get killed. Maybe I'm fine with that. Maybe I'll just go Bastronaut, Seer Slicer, next turn, go Firebrand, shoot face, pump one of my Bastronauts, attack for a bunch. I don't know. We'll see. Are they killing the Bastronaut? Alright, sure. I got more where that's coming from. Okay. Volley Veteran, 4th land. Let's go. Yes! If I go Seer Slicer attack, I probably shouldn't. I think it's more valuable than the Elf. My opponent's low on mana though. I think the Seer Slicer is more valuable. Could be wrong, but... And obviously it's a much stronger card in this situation. It's just like really dependent on like if they really need that extra mana. But yeah, I think overall the Seer Slicer is just better to have there. Like for example, if they had a 5-drop in hand they needed to cast and they didn't have the 5th mana, right? Then it would maybe be correct to attack the Goblin. They can't block anyhow because they need the mana for the Harvester of Misery, as an example. The Heavy. The Heavy doesn't have haste itself, so no mana there. Opponent has an Obstinate Bailiff. I'm free too. It's kind of unfortunate that my Firebrand is not able to kill the Elf anymore. Bastronaut is a free one at its best. I guess I'm just gonna play my Heavy and my Firebrand and that's it. I guess I can attack for all the 1/1s. I can also attack with the Volley Veteran, I guess. So if they block the Sentinel, I can shoot the Sentinel. I don't think I want to attack. I guess. What if I attack with everybody? They can't really double block here. They're probably just gonna go block maybe? Take 6. I guess that's kind of okay by me. And here we're going to see the power of Engineer plus Heavy on max speed. Okay, let me have the Seer Slicer, that's nice. And now I'm just gonna kill off the Sentinel. They can go 2 creatures, and then I'm gonna make a dragon, give everything haste. That should be lethal, I think. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, they're at 11, right? We'll see. Oh, well, that should do the trick. Let me just go full control, get another goblin, make mana, get a dragon, pay. Yeah, and I could have paid more into the Bastronaut, give the dragon haste. Doing stuff. The Goblins deck. Let's go. Okay, a bit of a clunker. But I do have plays early on. I need to draw the land though. Let's try it. Alright, easy. Oh my god. Why did I have not played much with this card. Yikes. Sorry about that, guys. Pro gamer over here. Just human. It is a plains on the front side. Well, we learned that. Omniscience already in the bin. That's not good. Yeah, okay. Well, that was pretty sad. Well. Okay. Oh, they kept both on top. Again, probably pretty dead. Okay, interesting. We'll see. Technically can interact with one Omniscience, but I also need pressure on the board, so... A lot of hull. Let's quarter. I guess the burst lightning is also into action. I would now be already at the 4 speed mark, which would be pretty important. I wouldn't have done that mistake turn 1. Do you have the second Omniscience? Or a counterspell? Yeah, okay. They could brick, theoretically. Wow, they're bricking? What are you doing with that? Block. Cast a lockdown? Oh, it's shard, of course. Makes sense. Brick, 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 brick. Brick, come on. Need you to brick. Wah! Okay. Play heavy. Yeah. And then cast Get Lost. And then so now the question is how many of these heavies are gonna attack? So these have to attack, this is gonna attack. This can generate me 4 mana each. They're gonna eat 1 goblin, then I have 4 mana each. So I can play the Lovecraft and the heavy. Or I can deal 2. This has haste anyways. Sure. This double strike is gonna be very dangerous. Oh, I can I can play the heavy, and with the heavy I can play the life grab, right? That's funny. Yeah, these heavies, they can do some tricky things. Now I have potential 5 plus, what is this? 6 each. So 18 plus 5, 23 mana available. No biggie. Burst Lightning get lost for the W here. Looks like it at least. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. So they have omniscience, but they don't have the way to win. So here I just activate engine, I guess. And bash with everything. Is it wiser? No, it's better to do this. I could let the goblins crew the engine, but that doesn't make any sense. It's more damage this way. Oh, they have to jump block already. Or just die. Okay. Goblins! Rest in peace. Destroy evil. Body veteran, no thank you. The question is like, do I want these sharks? I mean, they can be good against an omniscience that has to sort of be fast without us backup omniscience. Right. I think Chandra is a little too slow in this matchup. And the rest of the things are kind of whatever. You could maybe convince me to play this because it does blow up omniscience at sorcery speed. And it also blows up lockdown. Like in this game, blowing up omniscience at sorcery speed was relevant, but I feel like that is only relevant in maybe like 5 to 10% of the games. So then the justification would be that it blows up. I guess it also pumps the team. Maybe it's better in Goblin Surprise. It can deal the final points with the pump. They have maybe Gearhulk out of the sideboard. Whatever. I'm gonna be able to overpower Gearhulk. Like, I think out of their perspective, they should just go full combo in a matchup like this. Like, this is obviously a very racy matchup. I don't have that much interaction. So yeah. This hand is not super great. I would really like to have Bastronaut rest in peace. What am I doing here? I mean, I'm playing like Dragonautics into Lifecraft Engine. Then I'm playing a Lord holding up Burst Lightning. Is that gonna beat my opponent? Don't know, I don't think so. This hand is kind of okay against like a lockdown hand. My opponent has a bit of a controlling one with lockdown. I at least have the engine. I have a Soulstone later on too. I don't know. Always tricky playing against combo decks that have a bit of a controlling aspect as well. Like if I would know that my opponent doesn't have many, like if they didn't have lockdowns, then I could try to mulligan into a really aggressive hand. Okay, I'm just too good at this game, I guess. There's my 1-drop. I could do that, but yeah. They have omniscience again in the bin already. What the heck? They're too good at this. Jesus. They got it with the surveil. What a king. Okay. Mm-hmm. Heavy. Heavy is the crown. Doesn't really... I think the engine is better, right? The block here, take 3 with the heavy. I have more goblins, I guess, for next turn. More goblins, more important than more damage. This is 5 damage. They go to 14. I won't be able to cut the clock that short either. I guess I can give haste with the Dragonautics. I guess I can crew this thing. And I'm just gonna make more goblins. Just make more goblins. What am I talking about? This doesn't even make more goblins. You're just gonna block the guy. I don't know. I mean, this is also a goblin, so... yeah, whatever. Okay. Maybe I can hold up Burst Lightning again and be fine. Alright, alright. Sure. Interesting. So if I go Horde Master, attack with the Goblin, hit him for free, then I can go Lifecraft afterwards. Puts at 16. Or I just go Horde Master. Then this makes 3 mana, and then with that 3 mana I can cast the engine. Then pass with Burst Lightning up for Omniscience. Or I go Lifecraft, attack 5, they go to 11, hold up Burst Lightning. So many options. I think I do this. Oh, this has haste too? Sure. Yeah. This insulates me well against lockdown. And should provide lethal next turn. Mm-hmm. Got another counterspell. So one battle lets them draw their entire deck. So if they haven't boarded out all other battles, I'm dead. Alright, GG. I'll believe that they have a way to kill me. A second battle or whatnot. Okay. Sure. Interesting. There wasn't really much I could have done that game. That was just deterministic. I didn't have a rest in peace, no special hate, just the burst lightning. My clock wasn't fast enough. GG. Okay. Oh no. This is just the plains. Oh my god. Pain. I'm gonna keep. Screw it. Screw it. Give me the mountain off the top. No! Alright. Bashy bashy. I'm at least secured against one lockdown. That was also the reason why I liked this hand a little bit, because they have lockdown, I have an answer at least. Even though I didn't have the red. Gambling a little bit. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Not very surprised by that. They don't have... They don't have omniscience in the graveyard. I guess... There's no reason for me to do it right now, is there? So I guess now they can counter it theoretically. But I also don't have to do anything. Could just wait. Beza. Invasion. Poof. The second lockdown gets me pretty badly. But I might just lose the late game regardless. Or like I might lose just because I'm too slow this way. Like now they can invasion for a sweeper, sweep again. Not the most attractive spot I've ever been in. They don't do anything, they just discard their hand size. Omniscience. That's kind of interesting. Like, I can always blow up the lockdown now in response to the Abuelo, right? And then they got nothing on me. Huh. Interesting. Another omniscience, sure. Pass the turn. I don't think I'm gonna play Horde Master here. Oh, that card, not again. Terrible. Blast Zone. This was the worst outcome, that they have a fair card that's strong. Guess I can attack with the Soulstone. They block with the Beza. Or I could just do nothing. Chill. My goblins are dying to the blast zone. Maybe I need to keep... I think I need to keep the Soulstone in play if I can. Soulstone is insulated against the lockdown, which is nice. Okay. Oh, they could bounce my Soulstone actually, and then go into second main phase and cast Abuelo. Phew. Maybe I needed to play the land. I don't know why I didn't play the land, honestly. That's really... I was still in the head. I still... that this is in play and I can maybe discard the mountain, but no, I need to play the land there. What? It happened! I can't believe it! Oh my god! Oh my god, that was so sick. Did I get nothing now? Oh. Oh. No way. Let's go! Ah, let's go! I mean, my opponent was still at 19. They could have just played like a battle there. You know, gotten another lockdown maybe and would win that game this way. And they got a little greedy. Didn't play around the get lost or destroy evil. I was a little greedy, I'd say. They also knew about it. They saw it in game 1. They really had a lot of time. I had this in play, a Firebrand and a Soulstone. They had 2 fish, 19 life. They could have just gone battle for Day of Judgment, whatever. These lists play 1 Day of Judgment in a sideboard too sometimes. Just wipe my entire board and play a controlling game until you have, yeah, I don't know, enough time, a second lockdown, yada, yada, yada. They didn't want to. All right, well, there you go. Boros 2-1 here in matches. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast too. It's getting more and more stuff in the next set as well. So yeah, maybe it's gonna get even better. Gonna see even more play. Certainly a playable deck. Hard to say how good exactly, but fun and playable, and definitely not like yeah. Don't have to be embarrassed to play this deck, I think. All right. In any case, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.